So we out here at Fort Benning now. We left the job site, moved the tractor out here. We got to get started on our dovefields that we do for the government. We got 3 different fields. We do a third of them in April, and then we do another third of them in June, and then the final third we actually do when we do our fall deer plot season. We do the final third of these 3 fields then. But we got moved out here. As you see, everything's tall. The government's supposed to mow it, and well, it was not done. But right here is what makes this so rough, and why normally I ache for months afterwards. That right there is from wild hogs. You gotta slow down. On the video, it don't look like it's that much. Some of these things will drop 3 foot in the ground. We're just easing. We're about 3 miles an hour. Just easing over this one. These daggum hogs tear up everything out here. It's amazing the damage they do. So you got to pay attention. It's hard on equipment. It's even harder on you, or on me, being you on here. You know what I mean? So this is our first field. We get started tonight. It's later in the afternoon on a Friday. I know this phone's a bobbling, but I'm trying to switch hands and hang on for the ride. We get out of this one right here, we'll be able to speed back up a little bit. There's a pretty good one right there. So, like I said, what we got to do is we got to get everything disced up, and then we got to put millet in. And we do the millet, we have to do it with a seeder because they're only doing about, I think, 30 pounds an acre, so they want to put in with a cultipacker seeder. But here we do a little disking. As you can see, we're not getting the best roll under, but this stuff is so tall. Normally in years past, I have worked this ground 2 or 3 times. I'm not being paid to. It is not part of my contract. I've just always done it because I want to provide a superior product if I can. And when these fields are not mowed like they're supposed to be, then, you know, I got to try to bury all this crap to try to give a good product. But this year, we will not be working these fields multiple times. I'm paid to do it once. If the government does not provide the mowing like they are supposed to, it's not my fault. So people are going to wonder, well, why wouldn't you do it like you normally do? Well, mainly because of the price of fuel and the price of fertilizer. I am locked into a 5-year contract. I do not get an increase because of what's going on in the world today. A lot of people, I don't think, realize this. How all these hand-me-outs and these voting for everything to be gave to you affects things. Well, it's affecting me, just like it's affecting the farmers this year. You know, that's going to be buying fertilizer and fuel, trying to put in crops, and you know what? That's going to affect everybody else. But them crops have to cost more, which hopefully they get turned around. Hopefully they will, and the farmers don't lose all their daggum money. Otherwise, it's going to be a bunch of hungry people. But, like I said, you know, people don't understand. But where it hurts people like me, if you're locked in a contract, if I do not provide the service, then I'll get a bad rating with the government, etc. You know, I've got money invested. I got the tractor, I got equipment that I had to get to do this contract. And a double in fertilizer and a double in fuel pretty much makes it where I might break even, but if it keeps going up, by the time fall gets in here, it will cost me money to provide this service, to fulfill this contract. So I know we can all blame it on Russia, but folks, it ain't all just because of Russia. Fertilizer, we get a lot of fertilizer from Russia and Belarus. But fuel prices were going through the roof long before this whole deal with Russia ever started. You just need to look at our policies that we have. When you decide to close down leases and stuff where Americans can drill for oil on American soil, and you want to be dependent on other countries, because it's under the guise of being environmental, then this is what happens. That's why we have $5 and higher diesel fuel. But the average everyday person that just wants to whine and think about what they can get for free and all that good stuff doesn't think about that. Well, I guarantee you it's going to cost you too. But most of them folks ain't thought folks going to be listening to what I'm doing out here today, so I don't guess we have to worry about that. There's more of them big old hog holes. Well, I tell you, they must have had a herd of them out here. Look at them. Yeah. He's got to creep over this stuff all the way to stay in the seat. Maybe tomorrow we'll remember to bring the GoPro and we'll slap it on the disc or something. And we're going to try to get, I think, 4.5 acres done on this field tonight. And tomorrow we got to go get the bulk fertilizer spreader. Got to pick up the seed. We'll start on this field in the morning. We will load it up with seed, and then we'll get this field here seeded. And then we'll, instead of loading everything on the trailer, we will actually just grab most everything with the tractor here, put a fertilizer spreader behind the truck, and we'll just road down to one of the next fields. So let me get to hanging on here, and we'll catch up back with you in a little while. All right, well, it's a beautiful Saturday morning out here at the base. We're gonna get going out here. We're fixing to try to get a little fertilizer out on this first food plot. Sun's is shining. It's pretty outside, nice and cool. So we're gonna try to get going right here. Switch y'all around and see what we got. All right. First fertilizer starting of 2022. Get going here. See if everything's working. All right, it's a rolling. Get her done. We're gonna get this fertilizer out, and then we'll come back and hook on the seeder and start seeding this first field. We'll get this one done, and then we're gonna head down the road to another one. So we got y'all mounted on the back there, and you can see a boring video of a fertilizer spreader in action. get ready to finally put some of this seed out today. We're doing a little brown top millet today. We got the seeder hooked up, time for the first go around. We got to pull some pins, that way the cultivators will get down and put weight on them. Always forget that when we start. So we're gonna get everything ready and get that done. We're gonna start seeding. All right, we got the transport pins out. We always forget this. We don't get that pin out, that cultivator won't go down all the way. Got that pin and a bolt on the other side. It keeps this thing from rolling backwards when you unhook it off the tractor. So if that cultivator rolls up, it'll roll backwards, but I think we're ready. We're gonna get going, get started. Maybe we'll get lucky, nothing to tear up.